Hello, everyone. This is Meir, your friend. I'm still in Canada, enjoying the views and working on wonderful clients. And I will be glad to report to you when I come back the kind of work we've done with them. And I want to tell you that I'm looking forward for the course on August here and the wonderful course we will do in Aluenda, Spain. The big thing about it is that everybody thought that the brain is rigid, cannot change. Until about 10 years ago, and it became very clear that there are brain building factors and there are circulatory building factors. VEGF is a fantastic factor that comes as a result of good circulation. Now, you'd say, I get good circulation because I do long walking or long running, which is true to a point. But how do you do this walking or running? Do you do it with stiff hips and stiff joints? Or are you loosening them up first? So in our work, we work on loosening, on sensing what we need to do and what needs to be done for them. And it is so important. I worked once with a runner that ran 11 miles a day. Can you imagine? 11 miles a day. And one time he got a hernia from lifting a washer. He was working in industry. And of course, I told him immediately to stop running. And he said that was a tough thing to do. And slowly but surely, we were able to fix his hernia with no surgery. And then I met him 30 years later. Can you imagine? 30 years later, he came to me for therapy. I've changed. He have changed. We both grew a bit older. And again, he had joint problems. And in working with him personally and in him taking my classes, we were able to get him to run again. It was a wonderful process. So, what patterns do we need to break? Many of us breathe through our mouth. We have to breathe through our nose. Many of us move in a frozen manner, a way that works for their societal needs. A girl at the age of 8 and a boy at the age of 11 already know what their parents want for them, how they should move, not necessarily in a way that is good for the hip joints, but in a way that is appropriate. That's one of the reasons that in my classes we start by walking or running backwards to start and sense a full mobility because nobody learned to walk backwards properly, so they do it normally in a way that the body wants. So creating isolations between muscle groups, bringing balanced use of the body, learning to look at a distance, adjust to light, adjust to darkness. Those are real important principles that I will teach both my students here and the students of other schools who learn to be natural vision improvement specialists and they come to learn from me how to work with low vision. We can slowly but surely create a better vision in our life. And I'm here to help you do that. Again, the 9 principles in my book, Vision for Life, the 4 principles in my book, Awakening Your Power of Self Healing, and the stories in my book, Movement for Self Healing, can help you to be awakened more to the life that you have because it is precious. And so you have to learn to move the joints in a proper way, move them fully. Let me give you a simple exercise. Move your head in rotating motion in both directions. Do it several times. Feel how the neck is stiff or loose. Point your ear to one shoulder and then to another shoulder, your chin down, your chin up. And then sit and move your feet in rotating motion in both directions. Stop this program for 2 minutes and move your feet in rotating motion in both directions on your own. Now, when you came back to the program, see how looser your neck became. I had a client with major hip problems that moved her feet in rotating motion and felt pain in her hip. And I educated her what I educate others. It basically means that you don't isolate your muscles, that the whole body works as one unit. In PE, they teach us to tense our abdomen. Most personal trainers will teach you to tense your abdomen. Pilates teach you to tense your abdomen. I teach you, oh yeah, you need a strong abdomen, but don't tense it for movements that you do. Work in separation of muscle groups. Let the ankles do their work, the knees do their work, etc. So it's important to isolate the muscles, to sense things deeply, to breathe deeply, and that's going to give you better life. See you in my classes, Meir.